So today we're going to be assembling the Rascal mini bike. So got it all painted, which, you know, there it is. Looks pretty good. Okay, yes, it's kind of fancy. It's going to get messed up. So be it. Here's all the parts. There's one thing I don't like about this is there's real no instructions. So you kind of got to watch the YouTube video, which, I mean, they have a good video, so it's not that big of a deal. But you kind of got to watch the video as you're building. Put the seat on first, because they kind of like, you know, oh, mark, you know, like if you watch their video, the first thing they say is like, mark the seat so you can drill the holes, all that kind of stuff. And then they'd continue to assemble. Yeah, the bolts. So I was going through stuff like this right here. You know, this is for right there, seat. Well, they don't actually work. But then it's like, I don't understand. So it's like, I've got top plate, engine mount hardware, just spelled different. These ones are long, these ones are short. This is going to be a learning process, I guess. So first thing, you know, I know we got to do is this video is going to be, we're going to build it, but it's going to be kind of like, you know, start stop, because I'll be watching the video again as I do this. So first thing, like, you got to get the handlebars on, all that kind of stuff. So, and, you know, there is, you know, like I said, there is nice things about this. I'm not complaining. I like this thing. You know, it's got good brass bushings. So basically, put this in there, line that up, put this in, you line this up, goes like that. So, then basically, first put this on the bottom. Yeah, this is the hard part. Is like, I think they were kind of saying that this is like one of the hardest parts, is getting this in, so it all lines up. All right, now, I don't remember what size socket they said. The big one. They used an impact. I'm not going to impact this in. Okay, so I ain't even gonna mess around with you. That right there was the hardest part so far. Okay, it's the only thing I've done, but like putting them handlebars on, wow. That was a lot, or, you know, I guess you'd call it the forks, whatever. That was probably the hardest part. Now, this right here is where they say it would be good to have a helping hand. Well, my helping hand is not here today. So we're just gonna have to, you know, make do. Now, a lot of this stuff you're not gonna like tighten up right now. You're kind of just getting it finger tight, so that way you can adjust it as you need. Ow. Get back and hit me in my head. Oh, that's tight up there. Now, like I say, you're gonna adjust, like, cause like, the handlebars where your riding style is and this and that, so. Because you're gonna have to sit on the bike, because whether you want them up here, back here, who knows? It's hard to say. Okay, so this is where I'm at so far. It's hard to record this because I don't want to just have an hour-long video on me recording, because this is already done taking me 45 minutes to get to here. So we're working on the throttle right now. So front wheel is on, spins fine. Just being careful because I don't want to knock it over. Back wheel is on good. It's spins fine. Kind of got the brake just kind of sitting in here, Now, the only thing is with this whole brake setup, they did a real craptastic job. So I'm hoping that these are the bolts right here that hold the bracket on. Then I got 2 bolts that go in here that hold the actual caliper on. Now here's the issue, is I'm 2 bolts shy on the brake right there, because there's 2 here. Now, I got a couple extra. Like I said, the bolts and all that stuff, it's labeled, but it's not labeled good. So 2 of these might go onto the brakes, and then I'll take the 2 out of the brakes and put them in here. That way they'll all, I guess you could say, match. So, what was the hardest? Anything hard, anything hard, anything hard. Spacing the wheel on there was a little bit difficult because you got spacers, you got washers, all that kind of stuff. So I have, again, this can vary from bike to bike. So mine is just a spacer on this side, which actually spins decent. Before, I tried a spacer and a washer, and it was too tight. It wasn't spinning. I mean, this doesn't spin free, but once it wears a little bit, it should be fine. But it was just stupid tight. I don't remember what all I've tightened down yet. A lot of this is just kind of finger tight. We're still, as we're going, we'll tighten it up. This is finger tight. The front wheel is tight. The back wheel isn't. Handlebars aren't. So there's a lot. So now I've got to get this. As I drop parts and don't know how that came out. So I've got to get the throttle cable in through here and get it all plumbed. So that's my next thing, is I got to figure this out. Okay, it's coming along. So motor's on, chain's on, motor's not tight. Chain looks like, again, nothing's tight up here. I did switch the bolts on the brakes. The chain looks like it's in line with the motor, because I mean, back tire's kind of fixed where it's at, so you got to kind of line the motor up. Looks like it's in line. So now I guess I need to take this thing off of here, so that way I can put it on the ground, because I can't get to the bolts underneath here and tighten that thing up. So basically we got to put it on the ground now, and we're going to start working on the ground. Get that done. It's really close to being done. Okay, so I've got it all complete. And there it is. It is 100% done. I might change the wiring up on it because it's kind of, the wire is long. So I just kind of put it there. But it's 100% put together. I know I didn't do a step-by-step video on it. Kind of brush through it, I guess, rush through it in a way. But like I said, Go Power Sports has a complete breakdown on this anyways. But there it is. I mean, throttle works, it's very short throw on this. I would have expected it to be longer, but it's just real short. But it's all good. Everything works. Brakes on it work. You pull the lever. everything works. So now, got to get gas, put gas in it, and see if I can get it to start. Well, I mean, I know it'll start. It's a brand new motor. All right, move that to start. That's on run. That's off. Okay, so I'm an idiot. While I was trying to start it, I forgot to turn the fuel petcock on. So, runs fine.